It's what you pass down to your children and your children's children. It's what remains of you when you're gone.
Welcome back to the Legacy of Westeros. We have another House of the Dragon Season 2 update for all of you. Before we get to the main topic of this video, though, please take a moment to answer the multiple choice question of this video. In the second season of House of the Dragon, which character's story arc are you most excited to see? The options are on the screen. Please comment down below. We would love to hear your thoughts on that. And please take a moment to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell to keep up to date with everything we got going on here at the Legacy of Westeros. As you all might know, the writer's strike has not affected House of the Dragon Season 2 principal photography. It continues to go on even as we speak, and sure enough, with Game of Thrones productions come photo leaks of the production. And you got to use your imagination with some of these leaks, as usual when it comes to photo leaks. However, I think it's just positive to know that things are still going on. 95% of productions around the world, not just America, have shut down. And our show, House of the Dragon, is continuing to pluck at it because the script was done, fully complete, and they're continuing to go at it. Now, it does affect the production of shows like A Night of the Seven Kingdoms and Snow, which still hasn't been officially announced yet. So the sooner the writer's strike ends, the better. But, you know, these things happen. And we're lucky that it has not affected House of the Dragon, and if anything, will help House of the Dragon meet a decent release date in the year 2024. Without further ado, though, we have a few pictures here we'd like to talk about. The first photo we have here is of a ceremonial buggy, if you will, just outside the walls of King's Landing. And that's where all these photos come from, actually. So... and the ceremony you might be wondering about is actually a funeral. Now, if you've read Fire and Blood, you have an idea whose funeral this might be. It's related to Blood and Cheese. I don't want to give the full-on spoiler right here. You can talk about it in the comment section if you want. People should be aware of spoilers in the comment section. There's only so much we can do about that. But the photo leaks for today are all from a funeral. The second photo we have here shows a bunch of the crew members and horses alongside a wall that is obviously standing in place for King's Landing. I got to be honest, this general location kind of reminds me of the location where Ned comes out and him and Jaime get into it, and we get the dickhead who stabs Ned from behind. And ruins that battle for the audience. But it does resemble that a lot. I wouldn't be shocked if it's, in the same general area. But it could be, just something completely separate. But again, these photos are from a funeral that happens in House of the Dragon Season 2. And it is a significant event in House of the Dragon Season 2 from an entertainment point of view, from a story point of view, but I also think on social media, this is the event that leads to this funeral is going to be talked about, and whether they've crossed a line or not, depending on how it's depicted on screen, of course. So I am excited to see how all that turns out. And honestly, this is what I love about Game of Thrones. Obviously they have their own version of stagecraft, aka the technology that Lucasfilm uses on The Mandalorian and their various Star Wars universe TV shows. But there's something about just going and filming on location and making it look real and proper and the cinema. You can have the best stagecraft in the world, and at the end of the day, the cinematography will never look as good as it does on location. And that's a big thing for Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones cannot lose their location shooting. And I'm just excited to... Honestly, there's more of it in Season 2 than there was in Season 1. So I'm really excited to see what they bring to the table. And finally, the third and final picture features a buggy, with the four wooden wheels. It has a black tarp over it. What you don't know, though, or what you might not know, is how significant this buggy is and what it is carrying. You know, Game of Thrones, in their 8-season run, had a thing of having big event moments in King's Landing and parading things and or people through the streets. And this moment here will be no different. This is going to be a moment that is talked about on social media by a lot of people. And honestly, almost heartbreaking, really, to see. I am curious what the finished product is going to look like. And Zach and I will probably talk about this a little more over on our Patreon, which is our Beyond the Wall show. Patreon, part of the Fandom Empire partnership, our parent channel. And you can support us over there at patreon.com/Fandom Empire, now rebranded the Fandom Fanatics Patreon page. Check it out. Tiers are awesome, and we'd appreciate the support. If you want to support us on a non-financial level, though, it's very simple. Leave a comment down below. What do you think of the video? What do you think of the leaked pictures? Are you excited for House of the Dragon Season 2? It's still a little over a year off. I know I'm super, super stoked for this show. Cannot wait for it to come. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff to keep up to date with everything we got going on here at the Legacy of Westeros. Don't forget, the night is dark and full of tears.
Do you know what legacy means? It's what you pass down to your children and your children's children. It's what remains of you when you're gone.